Social Nurse here. Thank you very much for stopping by. Well, according to Vibe.com, South African artist Tyla has been kicked out of the R&B music category in reference to the 2025 Grammy Awards, right? They've kicked her out of the R&B category. I wonder why. Well, I'll tell you what I believe. I think that they've listened to many of us here in Black America. Many Black Americans do not care for Tyla, right? They've come after Tyla based on uh, Tyla's disposition, right? Many Black Americans believe that Tyla has a disrespectful disposition towards Black Americans, right? And when I say Black Americans, you know who I'm talking about. The group I belong to, which descends from enslaved Africans. Our people have been here in America generationally for over 400, 500 years, right? At the beginning of this nation, Black Americans, also known as African Americans, have been here. We are not immigrants in any way to this country of the United States of America. With that said, Tyla has been scrutinized highly, and I do believe this has affected the category change, right? Her album's no longer in the R&B, and it's been placed in pop. Can she win against people like Sabrina Carpenter, Ariana Grande, Billie Eilish, Taylor Swift, right? Can Tyla's album beat the artists' albums that I've named? Can her songs beat theirs, right? They were trying to set Tyla up for a win with the R&B category, possibly, right? And now it's even tougher for her. If her music is able to pull it off and beat these other artists and win the pop category, that would be good for her, I guess. Maybe it would catapult her career further, right? Because she does, according to her, she wants to be successful, really successful here in America. She sees Rihanna, the Caribbean, as a point of reference, as the type of success she seeks here in America. With that said, I think Tyla's team has done her wrong, right? There was a rush to get things done. I'm not sure that there was enough prep for this, right? I don't know. But I believe her rightful place for the 2025 Grammys would be in maybe, I believe the article on Vibes.com referenced the world category, right? But I believe she should either be in something like the world category of music, or if there's something specific to Africa, maybe she could be in that, competing against her fellow Africans, right? Her music is categorized, according to this article, as Afro beats, amapiano with a blend of R&B, right? I'm most familiar with the song Water. It was catchy. I enjoyed hearing it. Very popular on TikTok, but Tyla, I think, and her team will need to think about how much does she really want to be successful in America. Is she fine with being a really successful artist in South Africa and maybe some other countries outside of America? Would that be okay? Because we understand the American music industry, and there is a clear hope for Tyla's handlers, or the people that are her reps and music company, to have her crossover. And I would agree that the attempt was through the R&B channel, right? Because we understand crossover. To cross over, right, you kind of start in the R&B, and you cross over into pop. If you already are in pop, stuff like Taylor Swift, Billie, you're not really crossing over into anything. You've kind of made it, if you will. And when I'm talking about some aspects of American music, you've already made it if you're in pop. Now, Tyler's team have to decipher if being in this pop music category that she's been kicked into means that she's made it, and they have to be realistic about that. If she wins against these people, that would be great. But Tyler could also be facing being a one hit wonder here in the United States because we understand the music industry. The goal is to make as much money off the artist that the record company can. The artists are mainly making their music through what? Concerts and tours and I don't know, stuff like that, maybe online in some sort of streaming way. The record company needs to make that money. And often artists are here today, gone tomorrow, as far as musically, right? We don't hear anything else from them, right? So this is really interesting that she's in the pop category. We shall see what happens during the Grammys, but I really think it would be more favorable if she's going against fellow Africans or world performers in whatever category that would be, right? So I don't necessarily think it was wrong that Tyler was kicked out of the R&B category. I don't think it is necessarily right that she was placed in pop. I'm not sure how fair that is. Her rightful spot is with artists that fall in this world type of musical category, in my opinion. Uh, if you have any thoughts, put it in the comments section. Black America has really scrutinized this lady a lot, and it started kind of based on her racial category or identity. Just looking at her, many Black Americans perceived her as Black. She made the correction, letting it be known that she is colored. Um, a Congolese woman got into it, the discussion, and made things even bigger. Tyler did some interviews that didn't go well, according to some Black Americans. And now, in general, within Black America, those that have not, those of us that aren't immigrants and stuff, or grandmother, grandfather aren't immigrants, there's been this thing called delineation, right? So I think that has something to do with it too, as far as the treatment that Tyler is getting. But I can't, say that I've heard Tyler say anything negative about Black Americans, right? It just kind of is what it is in this day and age. There is a huge diaspora differentiation going on, social moves.